Ilene Wood, and this is today's episode of Bag Lunch. Today's episode is about one of my very favorite handbag designers. His name was Carlos Falchi. He was born in Brazil and came to New York in the early 1970s. His first job was as a busboy at Max's Kansas City, which was a popular restaurant that attracted a lot of famous people that you would have heard of today. People like Andy Warhol and people like Mick Jagger and people like Jimi Hendrix. And Jimi Hendrix is an important part of the story because one day he saw Carlos wearing a very interesting handmade jacket and said, "Hey man, where'd you get that?" And Carlos responded back that he had made it. So Jimi Hendrix began to order clothing from him, which included jackets and jeans, all fashioned out of leather. And eventually he got to be known among the rock star crowd. One day he decided that he was going to bring his clothing to a famous store at that time called Henri Bendel. And there was a woman named Geraldine Stutz who was the queen of Henri Bendel. She was their fashion director and their major executive, and she was a star maker in the fashion industry back in the 70s and 80s. And Carlos brought a number of his garments to show to Geraldine Stutz, but he also threw in a couple of handbags. And when she looked at the selection offered, she said, "I think your best items are the handbags. You should concentrate upon those." So he began to make this iconic shape, which is known either as the butterfly bag or the buffalo bag, because the original ones were made in buffalo leather. And he was selling these bags at Henri Bendel. Here are other examples of his bags. These are both in python, red python and turquoise python. This is an example of the original bag, which was known as the buffalo bag because it was made of buffalo leather. And notice that his original bags all had two different insignias, one irregularly shaped and one in round, and they were both embossed with his name and label. This is another special example. This is an example in a tomato red python that also has gold leaf upon it. And this one, perhaps out of all of my Carlos Falchi bags, is my favorite and the most special. And this is a bag that was coined the rock star bag because it was really oversized and huge, and you can really carry your whole life in it. And a lot of celebrities purchase this bag as their go-to carry-all. So once again, today we've talked about Carlos Falchi, who is discovering a resurgence after he is gone. He passed away in 2015, but the bags have perennially been favorites, and they are still being sold, and they're still appreciated today. So once again, I'm Ilene Wood. This is my co-star. This is Josie, and we have brought you today's episode of Bag Lunch. Please tune in tomorrow.